Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Shifu. I got some more notes for you. A little download here and there. I actually was watching this. I was watching this video on Facebook, and they were debating. Uh, oh, excuse me. Um, Comic books, and somebody was complaining about how they didn't understand the way that the X-Men storyline is written. Okay, so if you're familiar with comic books and you know anything about, I'm a big comic book buff. Um, Marvel all the way, DC, y'all alright, but y'all got some cool ones. But anyway, this guy says that he doesn't understand the concept of mutants in the Marvel universe. The concept of mutants in general, and how they're poorly written and this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, you ain't even on point on anything that you're saying. First of all, like the guy in the video said, mutants are the next level of human evolution. I think that scares the shit out of a lot of people. You know, it's in a way the mainstream has become the minority. You know what I'm talking about, obviously. Mutants are the next, like I said, the next evolutionary level, according to Stan Lee, who is an icon. Beside the point. Anyway, so if you look at it from our perspective, there's a lot of evolution going on right now. Not necessarily, I mean, you're not going to see motherfuckers like Magneto or, you know, people shooting beams out of their eyes. There are some weather witches, though. Just saying. Anyway, like the way that this guy's explaining it, or the way that he's understanding it, is definitely from a limited perspective. He's not even, you know, looking at it from the standpoint of we're going to evolve. Humans are going to evolve. Everything in this world, everything in this universe changes its form and it elevates itself. It changes one way or the other. So, you know, like in Marvel, people are afraid. The Homo sapiens as a whole are afraid of Homo superior. This is what they call them, Homo superior. No Diddy. So, to look at it from that perspective, I mean, are we really witnessing the first iteration of Homo superior in our timeline? When you think about all the neurodivergence, all of the things that are happening, just taking that for an example, neurodivergence, okay? Our brains are evolving to the point where our intellectual capacity is being amplified. Our energetic fields are being amplified. This is key. Pay attention right now. When you have the ability to manipulate energy, you have the potential for some of the abilities that are described in the X-Men to actually occur. Think about this, okay? Jean Grey can be real. Charles Xavier is very fucking real. Hank McCoy, minus the fur. You know, there are actually people, now this might be a stretch, but there are people like Storm. They're called witches. Still energy manipulation? I dare you to argue semantics. Anyway, that's beside the point. So, what we're witnessing is the evolution of a species into what I would consider not necessarily, you know, like Homo superior. I wouldn't consider it that like that. Anyway, it's just one of those things that, when there are groups of people who, for one reason or another, separate themselves from the crowd due to whatever extenuating circumstances, mutations, evolution, spiritual awakening. I'll be getting to that in a second. There are going to be people that are left behind. And there are people who could potentially be afraid of the next group coming forward. So, like, if you read the X-Men, it's really an allegory on, the times and the way things are progressing and the way that we are shifting as a society, as a collective. So it's not really a far stretch to say that the X-Men can be real, or it is real, or it's a potential outcome. So it's like the whole neurodivergent thing. Okay, so the X-Men is an extremely diverse diaspora of collective evolution. And to look at the certain things that are coming out in our society as a result of the obvious shift in energy. If you look at certain things, the earth itself is physically tilting. Now, if you're into science, if you know anything about astronomy, all of the components of, we'll call it the cosmic sciences, and you know what it means when there is a shift in energy, when there's a physical shift in our galactic settings, we'll call it that. The earth and its axis. That's what I'm talking about. So when the earth does one of these, even if it's a quarter of a degree, the physical change is going to be tangible. Now, this also means that we're receiving energy in a different magnitude, not a different frequency, a different magnitude. So the energy is going to affect us differently. That is going to cause evolution. That will, so say 150 years ago, the earth went from where it was to a quarter of a degree shift, one way or the other, on the axis, anywhere on the axis. If it's moving, the energy is going to interact with our earth, with the planet differently. It's going to be a different strength. It's either going to be weaker, it's going to be stronger, it's going to affect certain things inside of us. There's going to be different kinds of cosmic rays that are coming through our atmosphere. Okay, so this may activate our X gene. Okay, now hold on to that. So come back to 150 years. Now, after 4, 5, 6 generations of us being affected by these subtle, the subtle cosmic shifts, these subtle energetic shifts in the way that we're receiving the energy. Shit like this can happen. So that guy's limited perspective on the way he's looking at the X-Men in totality is wrong. He's not looking at it, he's trying to understand the reason that people aren't afraid of Spider-Man, but they're afraid of Cyclops. Okay, Spider-Man is mutated. He was mutated by an accident. These niggas is on some God shit. Like, the universe literally let this happen. The universe literally let this happen. The universe forced it to happen. So, I ain't done yet. Hold on. So, let that sink in for a second. You're scared because we're becoming who we are. I gotta take these off so y'all can see what I'm saying. You're scared of us becoming who we are. I said in a video a couple weeks ago that, like, I'm neurodivergent as hell. But if you know me, you know, it is what it is. I can talk astrology on the side of a football field while I'm coaching. I can teach a 4-year-old how a star dies. And I can recite new music. I know the words to y'all shit. I think people my age are a bridge between, previous and future versions of humanity. I think there are a lot of neurodivergent people my age, and Gen X don't give a fuck about labels. I'm not getting into that. I'm stop. I'm not getting into that. I'm just saying, if you really get down to it, like autism. I've had people tell me that they think I'm autistic. I don't know yet. The jury's still out. I'm definitely on a neurodivergent, path of intelligence and like intellectual ability. There's no doubt about that. I've known that since I was a kid. I've known I was different. I didn't always embrace it, but everybody knew. Anyway, not about me. It's about us. Just using me as an example. All right, let's go there. Done already started it. I kicked the door down. I'm just going to walk through and start shooting. Yeah, I have always felt like I wasn't, what's the word I'm looking for? A normal person. That's the only thing I can say is a normal person. Like, my empathy and the way that I arrange things in my head, the way that I can understand energy is very neurodivergent, and I know a lot of people that are my age that are just like that. And, it makes you wonder how many cases of like undiagnosed autism, Asperger's, things like that in the Gen X group, like in our generation. How much shit did our parents miss, and our grandparents, and our teachers, and our doctors, and how much did they really miss? And I see a bunch of videos and millennials are this, Gen Z is, who cares? It's a fucking label. It's a fucking label. We're all people. We're all people. So, anyway, I'm digressing a little, but it does tie in. And I'm hoping that this resonates with you guys, because this is something that he brought a serious topic to the forefront in inadvertently. You know, I have to say it. There are certain parts of our evolution that are gender related. There, I said it. Go ahead. Come on in. I didn't already kick the door down. I'm starting shooting. I hope somebody shoots back. Say something. I dare you. I don't understand it either. I don't fucking understand none of it. Like when we grew up, there were boys and girls who either liked boys or girls. Little did we know things were happening. Little did we know things were taking place on an energetic platform, unbeknownst to us. And no, it's not okay. Some of it's just crazy. Some of the things that they are doing is Diddy-ish. I'm gonna say it. Unpopular opinion. Some of the shit y'all do is what that Rico case was about. You know who I'm talking to. Anyway, that's beside the point. We're talking about evolution. Okay. Evolution is scary. Evolution is confusing. Evolution makes people pissed because they're not a part of it. Or some things may be evolving in a manner that makes it unsafe. Certain mutants' powers are very unsafe, and there are certain mutants who are not fit to wield those powers. Yeah, let's get into that part right quick. There's a lot of motherfucking Magnetos and not as many Charles Xaviers walking around this planet. Magneto was a very, very powerful and dangerous mutant. It is what, anyway, that's beside the point. So, yeah, there's a lot of people out there who are looking at the things that we're evolving into, and then the people who are evolving and saying, you could be one of them people. I can't be safe until you're all gone. They said that about us. They said that about black people. I don't understand all of you, but some of you are bad, and you all got a gut. Now they're saying it about the evolving. Those of us collectively that are being set apart from the norm, that are being set apart from the straight person or the, what I would say baseliners, neurologically baseline, like normal people that are not neurodivergent, people that aren't on the spectrum. There are bad people in the LGBTQIA plus. I don't know how to say it. There's a lot of fucking letters and it's fucking confusing. Somebody explain this to me. My neurodivergence is showing again. Excuse me. I'll be back in a minute. But no, seriously, it's like, I get it. Those of you who are not evolving or part of the evolution, I understand why it doesn't fucking make sense to you. Because conversely, concave, convex, converse, I said that twice, yeah. The other side of the coin, we don't understand you either. Y'all have been here. We don't understand it. Why do you fight? Why do you kill people? Are wars really necessary? I'll never for the life of me be able to understand. Don't get me wrong, I've been in fights. I'm not a non-violent person. I can be logically violent. That's the thing. Yeah, we're making that a thing. Be logically violent. I just said that out loud. Don't be logically violent. It's the part that it's the shit that doesn't make sense is where you can coexist. There's no danger. You know, it's like black people say it all the time. Black people say it all the time. If we wanted revenge, y'all be fucked. Y'all would be as a wrap. Because for one, there are more people of color on this planet than there are don't get it twisted. We don't. It's not that we don't think about it. It's just we know better. You know, and when it comes to evolution, it's like there are people out there who want to see us die as a species rather than to further ourselves and become a little deeper, a little more deeply connected to the universe. Because that's what it all is. In essence, we're all coming back to ourselves. We're all trying to return to ourselves. We're just scared of losing our individuality. Say something unpopular. We are afraid of losing our individuality. We are a collective, collected from here, 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 from back here, collected. I don't even think that word would be in our language if it wasn't true. Like, we are a collection of our creator. And we were collected not one by one. We're all on the same planet. We have been collected onto this planet. Collective. Get over it. You're me. I'm you. He's us. And she's them. Pronouns don't fucking matter. I hate that shit, but it is whatever. I don't even... You want me to tell you what your pronouns are? Fine. Still can't say nigga. Okay, I'm digressing a little bit. But anyway, the point is, you know, more people are becoming aware and like connecting to each other. This is definitely going to blur lines. And for people who want to sit in their little L7s, that's hurtful. You know, there are a lot of us out here who are trying to be part of the collective. We do want the evolution, even if we're not a part of it. You know, it's a sad day when hate. That's all I can say, hate. That's all I can say. The point being, the universe unfolds in certain ways for its own purposes. And we don't always understand the causality. We don't always understand the effect. And you know what's funny though? Like when we're not a part of it, even if we don't like it, we still hate it. Even if we don't understand it, even if we say, well, you know, I don't really want to be a part of that. They can go on about their business. Why can't you just do that? Why can't you just do that? Just walk away from it. It ain't coming through your window. It ain't coming back in the house on your dog when you let it out to take a shit. I will admit your kids do bring it home from school. Your kids do bring it home from school. So, okay, there's a level of caution involved there. But for the most part, if it's not, it doesn't really impede on your life, or, and it doesn't invade your space, who cares? Who cares? We're evolving as a species, as a planet, as a people, and I don't expect you to encourage everything. Just don't be so quick to shit on it and step on it just because it is what it is and you're not a part of it. You don't have to be a part of it. That's the whole that inclusivity. Say something unpopular. I hate DEI. There. If you ain't earn it, you don't need it. A lot of shit I didn't get because I ain't earn it. Not because I'm black. A lot of shit I got because I earned it, not because I'm black. Sometimes black people don't even see me as black because I don't look like them. Anyway, that's a very unpopular opinion that I'm going to save for another story. But the point is, evolution occurs. It happens. We watch it unfold, either inside of us or outside of us. Those are our choices. That's what we get. Be happy with whatever you get. It's all going to take you to where you need to go. If you don't understand something, then either learn about it or leave it alone. Life's too short to be hateful and bitter, jealous, anxious, manic. All that stuff it's put here by the people who don't want us to be people. They're trying to keep us separated. They're always going to keep trying to keep us separated. And if you're dumb enough to let it happen, then fuck you. Because you're shitting on my happiness. And my friends' happiness and my family's. And those of us out here who actually just want to live a peaceful existence with our neurodivergence or our gender fluidity or our intellectual ramblings or our athletic prowess. We just want to be happy. Also, leave Diddy alone. I don't know. Somebody just told me to say that. Peer pressure from the cosmos. Oh my God. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Oh, wait. I'm human. I love you guys. Like, share, comment, follow, subscribe wherever you're seeing this. I love you. Stay blessed. Holla at your boy.